This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
TV so near Mamunina Kaba Vabraso. First time as no your best subscribe and I'm like video no on jump comment and to comment section movie and share. Yeah, that's it. Now yentin si more Kevin Taylor catch. My chance class. Was NPP be opposition 42 years. And I say I can 48 and I 42. I'm on calculate my na unim. I see our NSS brother has arrived. Finally, give to your worry about Ghana. Enti kwedua yede bono say NSS or more aye ghost names and omudi D or minus sikano. Afe ni ebetwena boso.
It from the Onanga say Canada could yet change in free a year as majority leader. I the afe nyobe chair one say. Now after your crampono and you say he's competent to lead the minority today. It was because Ekufuadu Fili say infantifone ni BA and that they are losing grip of the central region. Jandam nenko. And into no catch your Ategya Kyei Mensah say you be here fantini obi of free central region. So it did not mean so they didn't choose Afenyomakin because he was competent to be the leader of the NPP in parliament. They chose Afenyomakin because they thought to say Afenyomakin was central region, he was going to bring central votes. But at the end of the day, Afenyomakin Kwasiampeng we lost all the seats in the central region. That is not even my concern because Afenyo naturally he's stupid, and we all can see how he's exhibiting incompetence and foolishness in parliament. It was not like he was competent and he was chosen because of his competency. He was chosen because the Kufuor thought to say because he's foolish in the central region, he can go there and bully his way to get more seats for the NPP. So Afenyomakin today leading the NPP, it means to say or your mistake leader. Afenyo by mistake and obey minority leader. And Nichina or picking seat from 137 and the bedroom 88 because he had no knowledge about holding on to the seat of the NPP. And for a Kufuor to get somebody like Afenyomakin who is foolish and does not understand the dynamics, how to lead and how to negotiate and meet people halfway, that was the beginning of the end of the NPP. Today we know, say, Kasongo 99, he wasn't actually the right person to lead. He came in because they felt to say the central region, the Jandam was not working. They needed somebody from the central region, but they did not look for somebody who was intelligent, somebody who was smart enough to understand that you are dealing with human beings. But the most important thing I want to talk to you about is say, when would the Ashanti or NPP party back? The Ategya Kyei Mensah bonsu a planned interview. On say yini free leadership one kasasa be seen ne. I can less than a year no makoyi flag bearer. Now I'm sure dynamics Sa obi no to ono esusu box o. Sa the coin to mu pe obebie so amwabo adwuma. Enti ono no ote no o esusu box obi no de hianse wa friend wo kukuom na wa che ne say we dem pese me ye obey amaw. Now this is what Ategya Kyei Mensah bonsu is doing. Share NPP nim. Mama plan. Alan Kojo Chiramante or Ashanti, he's out. He's not going to contest NPP flag bearership. No. Napo, everybody knows Napo is never going to come back as a running mate. Honestly, Ashanti, he's out. John Kuma is dead. They killed him. John Kuma too is out. Now, Napo cannot contest with Bawumia again. And Agyapong is not pure Ashanti. Now, they know there's a vacuum. And that vacuum, then they say, here Ashanti need to fill the vacuum. Ategya Kyei Mensah is preparing himself. Obama Bawumia, one option or two options. Either Bawumia makes him the running mate or he contests Bawumia. Politics na make sure no. That is the plan you are seeing there. Now, the Ashanti NPP, they want to bring another Asantini because they tested need to tell Ghana for say they are not tribalistic. Oba will say a backfire. I'm fat. Now, Ategya Kyei Mensah is preparing himself to take the mantle. Now, he knows that Bawumia is a problem. Now, Bawumia popularity in the party, any candidate is strong. Because even in their own party, they have split the party into two. You cannot go into an election with weak party following. Ategya Kyei Mensah knows. And also, a mention directing say go and step in. Because right now, no, a the party no eba bafwa kotofie mensia. Also, wufri swame. We are Asantini prekope. Umoja enu fufuru mashaha. Party ni a tribal party. I was say a kwaji party friend kind de bafie. Right now, no, Agyapong jinaha or Jimmy, ye name the stands on ya Santini, ultimate police are crowd no, because ni who bini dawson. Mahama Bawumia or 38% only that weight to win against John Mahama or anybody in the future. Into what we want you to do, then say, go in there, start preparing the people's mind. Prepare Ashanti for na dwene. Sebio omudu do na dwene wo form. O start keke kan sem say ya. O Lawrence Adai no ombe hu say we a different character. You were not part of omo amomayeko opposition because Utie Nikasema, he is actually taking himself out of the defeat. He's making you understand. He's speaking to the party base. Say me and I can be leading your parliament and can you lose this margin in parliament. Meaning, I'm not going to take blame for the defeat. And that if you want leadership, Papa, may ya santini mapamaba. So what he's going to do, Nina say, he's going to have a deal with Bawumia and say, you, Anna Kennedy, especially Bawumia, make me your running mate. Now, when Bawumia refuses, he will contest Bawumia and he will win. Part way, they are termites. A tribal party, you cannot take it away from them. He's just collecting sympathy on the party followers, no. On himself to do Jimmy, on himself, form, on how he can maneuver. He knows how he can barb them. It's the way and say he's basically walking slowly, and you will see he will appear. Opie pe omega say, aha, Asantini mapa. Where they non count your co-opposition no na okuta 137 they kufu adu pamo no where they waba Bawumia winning flag bearer so de ye de running mate sawan jan tum so ne be ya obe contest Bawumia Asantefo nyina be to ama no he will become the flag bearer of the NPP because obianim say Napo Jimmy Napo can never come back into any mainstream politics. He's done. Alan Korekye is out. All the people who could have contested Bawumia now, they're out of the picture. Alan is out. John Kuma and Koye, the guy to do the job. John Kuma has been murdered by the NPP. Now we are talking about somebody to Sanapo. He does not have the brains. Agyapong fears Antimemu. They don't see him. They also see him as a mental patient. So right now, no, Ategya Kyei Mensah bonsumu, any Asante for no more party not say. Oma ye mats, no, they want to take the party back to Mensia. Me see the NPP. You can never take tribalism from NPP. And when you are party, no, and you see, even in their worst, almost losing about 1.8 million votes, no, they are still doing tribalism because it is in their blood. Because party BT war elections, when you have 1.7 to 1.8 million gap, your job right now is not to try and be tribalistic. Into omun kwarana, omu fina, in Jankamba no papa no be wuda and crying. Jantra until we want to block back, no. They think say when we pitch Asante against other tribes, a part in Bewini, it will never happen. They say Asante was Asante nipa. Asante has land. Asante does not have crowd. And it allows me to say 2024 election, it will show you the raw numbers in the Ashanti region. Because the people in the Ashanti region, majority if you are wanting the two about Ashanti region, and they have been able to cushion their mind or position their mind in somewhere Asante for. So the moment those people start to get the reality check to say yani dagoma for so yeso be to aba ama tebio obi a wo srem enso akobo srem yani eye de enkran for yani kowfo yani, because they try always to make people think say the party is for all accounts. The party is not for all accounts. The party is for a group of Ashantis, not even all Ashantis. And you see, Ategya Kyei Mensah bonso ani tise woduro wa betina ho onsi boy no boko. They are setting the traps. They are building their colonies. You cannot take tribalism away from them. They want Asantini to lead the party. I'm catch a year ago. Oh, some will say a tribal. I'm about back to factory settings. I'm about starting campaign. You will hear. They Omo Ahim Funibi ever support or say Kyei Mensah Bonsu. They will do campaign for him. Mesema Omud Bawumia or Yakutra Krankwa Yiremo. They will use him like a toilet seat. Me say, Omba using a toilet paper. The loss now, sir, 1.7 million, 1.8 million or losing. They will never come back to it again. You know the reason? Because they know, say, some of our party now and party more tribal, the party can never come to power. The only time the NPP has won elections, legitimate time, it was when the party was more tribal. When the party becomes more tribal, it gingers the base. And right now, because of technology, the party cannot be more tribal because the young Ashanti, they are not listening to, with all due respect, Sebio, they don't want development. Until the party is in the middle of confusion. They don't know what they want. But the video you just watched, now but trying to follow NPP slowly. They are now building an Ashanti block. Or say Kyei Mensah to be Bawumia into a meeting when the primaries is closed. Obeka Chen say, I run or you become a running mate. You run, I become a running mate. Say Bawumia and Jiba and Tuma. Obeka say, I will contest you. Or contest Bawumia. Kennedy Wabodam. They are not going to spend time on Kennedy. They know how to nullify Kennedy. Yes. The NPP as a political party, they know how to nullify Kennedy Agyapong. Mentally, he's not stable, so they know how to deal with him. They will make sure, they'll calculate and make sure, say, Bawumia accept. So Bawumia and Jen Tuma, they'll go after Bawumia, they'll kick him out. Or say Kyei Mensah will win the primaries. And the Ohuno Obagin say, oh, or say Kyei Mensah Bonsu, Ekoye interview as Sempa. No, he is preparing the base on my journey. Because the message now, the substance is that if I were the leader in parliament, I can lose that number. Into Amotia said, Genius Antifono deep, we were not part of this defeat. Now, with the party Maya, we can bring the party back. That's the message he's sending. Into when you're smarter, you just listen to the guy and say, oh, or Kasakeke, or say Kyei Mensah to a grantee interview. What actually called for this interview? At this point, why is he going on radio tour? Was starting with Santimemo, why? There is a reason. There's a reason because they know they need to take the party back home. And that is exactly what they are doing. I've been advising Ghanaians to say, Sa party, they cannot do anything without being tribal. They can't. So we see communicators, people who speak for this party, they speak for 2 minutes and the next 8 minutes is all about Yeni. It's all about Obitanye. It's all about Adentina and Tafo in your position. Adentina and Wonafo in your position. Adentina Koufo, Adentina and Smafo, because they don't regard any tribe. And it is not like Adia they can fight. They can't fight. When any mad person is speaking for the NPP and it comes out. You cannot suppress it. You cannot force it inside because a party, and God being so good, majority of our Kasama party no Jimmy. So it is so tough. That's why I keep saying the NPP will be in opposition for 42 years. You know why? Because the NPP is not willing to open its umbrella for people from different backgrounds to join. Because when losing election less than 3 months, now what is the TV, Sunni radio, so can say, and tough when your position, dodo, and when I find your position, dodo, and I will when you have now why number 12? Because it's about competence. A government can come to power and choose, and when I if they are competent to do the job, that's what I need. So we study parliament. I have not spoken about a man for making issues out of the majority allowing Afejomakin to fool. The reason why I have not concentrated on that is that we have given the majority a job to do. Cancel e-levy, cancel betting tax. Make sure that the things you said you use parliament to make it happen, let it happen. As far as they are doing that, Afejomakin bet in the draws in the show and anti-parliament. I don't care. Because I need them to deliver for the people, because the parliament, they said they needed that number. We have given them the number. So whether Ayariga is slow, whether Ayariga is not combative, whether the majority is allowing the minority to exhibit a lot of stupidity and ignorance, I don't care. What I care about is when business is put on parliament table, the majority needs to win. I will step in and come after the majority when they promise me that they will use their numbers to make sure this is passed, and they don't do it. That is when they will see we are mad. But at this point, There is nothing that Afenyomakin and the micro minority stupid pricks have been able to block. So I don't have a problem with the majority. You might not like the approach of the majority when it comes to being combative. Every political party and the way they approach issues. And I respect everybody's view. Whether they think Ayariga is not being so combative or he's being too tactical, I don't care. Whenever a bill is put in parliament, the work should be done. The moment the work is not done, betting tax when the things you said you are going to make sure you use the numbers to do. So when to me for numbers and your parliament, I will not give you space. Anything I will share, I don't speak about parliament. I don't speak about the concept of the minority, because no matter how they speak and concept themselves, they still cannot make any impact. This is politics. You need to understand. You need to know the dynamics. You need to know that there are some people there who are trying to do what make you feel say you are not important. From the day John Mahama winning and the senior majority, the NPP have not been able to stop anything. Why should I be worried? Maybe the majority have a tactical way of doing things. Afenyoma can he backs a lot. It does not mean he's getting anything done. At least today, Ategya Kyei Mensah say Afenyoma was not competent to take that position, but he was given that position because Ategya Kyei say I'm for betwama NPP because the Afenyoma majority leader those times. No. So let's be real. Let's make people understand the politics and dynamics. The NPP, they still don't understand. Say our politics has changed, and then things have changed in Ghana, and that we need to understand. Say the way we used to see things, we don't see things like that anymore. So Mahama, we did 55, 56. Nana Ajini say she or he does not want to move away from that Ajini mentality. Now you, the young one, you have seen the light. You know what Sebio at least. What that light can do for you. Ebian said John Mahama about power. Or say Obekwa could see Sewia Hospital this year, it will start working. Ashanti for said the Bribery. That is how a young Ashanti should think. It is a political party be platform so and now it's not show be so now because Kevin Taylor did you two for them. I would have better opposition 60 years. You know why? Because Obi ni Ghana obet make you one statement. I can't say so two for your nobody. It is when you hide behind that and thinking you are going to get sympathy. The young man on Twitter, the young man who needs his job to work, the young man who wants something good to come to Kumasi, to want to see a better hospital, want to also have some TikTok videos and show people around Kumasi that Kumasi can also be like Hacho. It can be like East Legon. It can be that young man does not give a fuck about your stupidity. Because at the end of the day, it's about him. It's about her. It's about how people will see him or her and how they will respect him or her. Into that idea, that kind of jandam politics na 1990, 1992, where the Obi attempt, there is no way that can make any waves in our politics again. Sir, let me show you something. My team just sent me this. Some catch them say they are cooking something. NPP will never come to power again. A tribal party. Oh, time Ategya Kyei Mensah bonsu. Eko asempa. Eko ye sa jandamono. They are preparing him. This is what Eugene Boachi entry. Sa former MP na se subing MP no. This is what he wrote on social media. Honest, candid, honorable leader Ategya Kyei Mensah bonsu on Peace FM, Hello FM. NPP will bounce back. NPP will be back in grand style. So it is calculated. They know what they are doing. Omunim say omubase na Jimmy. Omunim say omubase na den. Jimmy. See the things they are posting here. Eugene Boachi they will post to social media. I am showing you the tendencies. Pathway a tribe party. They are crazy. They are not a political party you have to spend your time on. I'm sure idea because of some tribal party. You just say Kevin Taylor time NPP. I'm sure they will never come back to power. You see this? Oh my they be opposite. So my they be opposite. Aha. They are showing almost tendencies. Such tribalism no almost to mean to da. Now Shadie, Eugene Boachi after Ategya Kyei Mensah bonsu radio so what do you Ashanti province people amansie adanse kwabre sechere kwaman Ashanti achim ahafo ofin atwuma and oba clans clans and also to us so Oyoko, Asuna, Bretio, Edriana, Asene, Asechri, Ekuana, and Aguna. Owie no Troy. These people or provinces and clans were independent but came together to form Ashanti. Oh, the women are catching say, Mama Sankwasiafo when treat him. That is how they were made. Mama can show these people or provinces and clans were independent but came together to form Ashanti. The name Ashanti was coined from their mission because of war. Now, of second paragraph, I didn't try or see their unification mission erected after they have had enough of the oppression of Intim Jakari of Denchira. Note, not all the aforementioned people or provinces and clans partake in the Denchira Esa Inti war. Now, the last paragraph, this is what he said. He says, after Intim Jakari has been defeated, Esa Inti became independent and powerful, which they enlarged their territories from present-day Ghana to Ivory Coast through diplomacy, territorial settlement, and wars. This is 2025. Why should a political party, a former member of parliament, wanting his colleague Asantini to lead party, write these things? Because they know this is the only thing a holding party need together. This is the only thing. These people, they are not people that in a day you can blink and say, I'm handing Ghana over to. Right now, who say Ghana for who say Ghana for who say they are liars. Who say Ghana for now. Let me read the last part of his speech. These are not people to be trusted. J.J. Rollins Catchum say these are dangerous. They will go and change their name. They will go and change their color. Mami Chow, Adia Osachro Kaho, may Kachro next time. NPP obetum. Yeah, this is what Eugene no or ye Ategya Kyei Mensah Bosu campaign manager. Mami Chow the Wasachro. These are tribal people. Omujibo partner, you are Omuji Krona, you are done. With your winning. Or say their unification mission erected after they have had enough of the oppression of Intim Jakari. Now, when you go down there, he says, wherever they have settled, conquered, and had diplomatic allegiance, would became Ashanti, now Ashanti. Inti almost say Asantino, na Ashanti war inti. So he's giving you the background of Asante Edino Esa Inti. So they are there because of war. They are not there because of peace. Intiaka Asantia. It is not because of anything. Almost say Esa Asantinika say ye kwa war into Ocho Asantia say. So the Asante you hear, no, it is all about war. Esa Inti and a bedani Asante. So in their mind, they have to do what? Destroy everything to become relevant. The moment they are not able to destroy everything to become relevant, omuma obianya relevant. That is the mentality, and this is a politician. Now, Okorenino say Sampa, Sekwa, Japekrom, Nkranza, Western Ashanti, Bono East, Wasa Asankra, Breman, Aguna Nyankrom, Bole, Warawara, New Gabon, Kwewu, Nkrobebre, and I'll say. Some people migrated from Ashanti to different regions found in present-day Ghana and Ivory Coast. What they are trying to tell you, they say, tribe, it has exceeded. Ivory Coast. He's trying to create an impression as Ashanti. These are all diversions. Because they need to ginger their base about dear. Say that is the idea. And I want to say Asantina Mukaninano as a chair say and Tokwanti Esa Inti. It would Santia. The real meaning from Sa Eugene Boachentua why MP was subindan or say a Tokwanti. It would Santia and Tokwanti and ya peace in Tio and yan Kabomuntio as Santia Santino a Esa Inti and Tokwa because of war. Me and then I'm sure history no. I'm one nature must They know they have a reason for saying this. You know why they are saying that? Omo person mo chiro say Bawumia nya Asantini. They are all you know. Or can be achire Asantefo no. Say we cannot allow need to come and lead us because o check clans na waka no provinces ene eye ekuo ne ebusuane ade ade a o kire wo say Ashanti ne wa ha o enya Bawumia na o say di enim. They are giving the signals. Yanje party ni nkofie. Yama party ni Asantefo party. So they are trying to draw the lines, but they will draw it. The lines will be clear very soon. Now kwasia otro bibi o say now, just not to lose their identity, they retain the name of their ancestry root wherever they settled. Others name the places after the leader or chief. That's why you could see most of the towns in Ashanti or in Ashanti in other regions. It simply means that they come from Ashanti. Now, Ashanti is a given or coined name to different tribes under the Golden Throne. Unification. Don't be misled by the Gabonese and Bruni Cheyen Sofri Asante for. Then he goes on to say, this is actual formation of Ashanti. We are mix of tribes. No one owns Ashanti except the king of Ashanti kingdom, Asante Hene. I think he was trying to write, except the king of the Ashanti kingdom, Asante Hene. Dodua Satiki and Mopia and Wonsam Kikakano. Now, basically, his write up after Ategya Kyei Mensah started a year Netono, he is trying to tell the people, say, ya Asante for ya Sidi Dikwaha, ya Sidi Dikwaha, ye Dina Sichrenye, Bawumia Eteni, Kerede Agyapong, ne papa Eya Huneni, Onya Santini, Omo Chiro Omwase, Wemo Ombe Bow profile at Chiro. We mu na mo ka kire Alankojo Chiramanten say Alankojo Chiramanten a mixed race. Edu time na Alankojo Chiramanten e wo say ye no e flag bearer no o ka kire Kojo Chiramanten say ne papa ye Fantini na ne maame ye Asantini into oye mixed race or to say me oye mixed tribe. Into Alankojo Chiramanten oye mixed race mixed tribe to say me. They told Alankojo Chiramanten o mo kire na se. And o mo ka say ye ntumi toma if we say oye mixed tribe. And the Omochira was Asantini Mapa, or Ategya Kyei Mensah Bosu, the Tisa would drew, or Nene a penno. Omobaya Bawumia Sashwa. Ain't what Santia, Asa, Osa, into Quanti, Akuntira. These people are not ready. Because I didn't say, Yakune Winia and your mobile Wini. And these people, and sa idea ni be na omode ye den, omode chichere party no. And it's now bisa NPP for say, NPP no, a dear na mujina so tea, or say na bafo akoto titi ni more remove £700. Me say, chairman, the vision of the party, e be no. When they sit on radio, Mumusa mo say, dear intina mote party no, adentini ye NPP. Adentini NPP bedru ha. They cannot tell you. You know why? Because the party was actually built out of tribalism. Eye nipa bi nkwa na omo form ho adwene say omo beti eye ekuo emana eden aboa omo ho. Menso niti se woduro oto hu niti se woduro kwase asabo nkwa. Now hwade another eye tribal bigot wati always so niti se abe woduro we sticker o se chebe se wodu niti se fufu woduro ena akwa we sticker niti se abe woduro sa go forward or say apologize and retract, or I will expose how we lost 2024 elections. It won him. The leadership of the party, no, Sakwawe, not a minister, they know what caused their defeat. But one can't followers, no, because only say NPP followers, ne Jimmy. Yeah, Sanko Fowe. We are the same insects, so the same bloodline. You cannot change them. Also, Obiaka said, "Tiano, se nipa na ntwe ansan a obekire Ghana for at the kudienti lose elections no." The leadership of the NPP, they know why they lost the election. They know. But why are they not talking about it? Because some followers near dying, a be dying. Yeah, the party a choma fruma. Yen to me ye mun sun fast one shim. Omu say omu Jimmy, omu de ebe da omo. Intende asime se what I say. They know why they lost. They know why they lost. They know, sir, party, the followers are stupid because this is the situation. Time a year, NDC losing election 2016. The NDC quelled in. They went inside, they looked within, and they started making corrections. So you did not even hear much about what they were doing. They put together a committee, they had their problems solved, and they started putting things in place. Here in 2020, John Mahama winning elections. We all know. Now, it was hard for you to hear an NDC person sit on radio to make a statement to say this and that and this and that, because they basically were like, you know what? We have seen our defeat. We know what caused it. And they shared it and they made sure they corrected it. Banko Fowe, lose elections, no? But why do you think they are keeping it? They are keeping it to themselves because themselves followers near the foolish masses. Themselves followers in Sunyadie. Themselves followers, the majority of them are foolish. Themselves form. Jimmy. From UP to NLM to NPP, the same people. It's almost to me 10 minutes without telling you, say, I had you free. Because they do a lot of segregation. A lot of gerrymandering. Free ha. And segregation and gerrymandering and no NPP a tribal party. Now ask this guy what caused their defeat. Ategya Kyei Mensah never spoke. One kasa to some lose election after 3 months. Afe or president abedi. Ategya Kyei Mensah say NPP lose power now. It will take over 12 years before they come back to power. Why do you think he's here? He's coming to prepare the party for the next 12 years. He is coming in to prepare the party for the next 12 years because say sa pathway say anji party na nko fie ama himfu ndie anima, the party will never survive. This party will collapse. Makachromo meguno. Until they take the tribalism out and tell Ghanaians exactly what the party represents. Me good party no me guno. Maka some way, and you people thought I was joking. But it will be real in the next year or two. You will see. Megun flats. Remember the young Ashanti Kwarano, Sebio or Pempuntio or Padipano. I will flip Ashanti region and make it a full NDC stronghold. I am promising Otunfo. I will flip it. And I'll flip it with facts. I will flip it with the truth. I will let Ashanti Kwarano on street in Solo demand for accountability and question the NPP as a political party, what it actually means to be part of the NPP. You don't have to be part of NPP because you are Santini. You need to be part of the NPP because the NPP should stand for something. It should stand for a national agenda. It should stand for the people. It cannot stand for a clan. It cannot stand for a group. It cannot stand for a province. The party should represent every single person. And the young Ashanti Kwarano, we will let them understand, educate them for them to understand. Say, I am voting for my future, voting for a good hospital, voting for roads, voting for employment. I am voting for unification of Ghana as one country. And I, Kevin Taylor, and my team, make good MPP. Me catch them from 2020. Me say I will take power from the Ashanti region. And you saw what happened. I took power. God being so good, he guided us with the facts to take that power. And sometimes, we have been in this game for long. We have been here for a long time. And we know what it takes to take power. And I am promising Otunfo Setutu, I will flip Ashanti region for him to be proud of Ashanti region. I will turn it around. I will turn Ashanti region into an NDC stronghold. I am telling you, and it is a promise. We are not joking here. We are looking out for the young people. You perceive you perceive politics and make it better impact. You perceive for taking decisions that will affect their future positively. And hey, and you're free, and we are letting the young people and Ghanaians understand. Say their governments and their governments, their parties and their parties. There's vision and there are things party needs to do for you. And to also be a twin in Sassini book, I am proud this came to me. Anything I make catch MPP for me, single-handedly, the support of my team in Koto, Free Mind, Kebwachi, positive-minded Ghanaians on social media, make good MPP. I'll flip Ashanti region. I'll make it an NDC stronghold. Make good party, This party needs to go. This party needs to collapse. We need to build a new NPP that represents the country, not an NPP that represents a stool. No, that party cannot rule Ghana. It cannot govern. That party's principles and vision does not link up with what we want. So we will make sure we cut the NPP into pieces for a better NPP built from scratch with better vision. We are not joking. And we are not going to let people think, say, we are going to plead them. I will never plead with anyone to vote for the NDC. I will feed you with the fact you'll be forced to do that. Meguno. You people have no idea what is coming. Now, try the waha. NDC for almost say 2025 Deputy Finance Minister said they will cancel what we call e-levy and betting tax. This is the Deputy Finance Minister. Or say budget na NDC be reading. Almost say Ghana for boss omoba power betting tax any e-levy it will be in the budget and they will cancel it. You want this party to compete with any party? No. Assembly John Mahama and NDC Fuaka, they are delivering. And this should tell you there's a difference between these two parties. Almost on the betting tax in budget, you need to understand, say, e-levy betting tax, so Ghana will be strong. Because these are all nuisance taxes. When nobody did a janka for sika, nobody did a abata sika, NPP have been reamo for 8 years. That's why I'm saying, say, they don't have the moral right to even discuss Ghana's economy. They don't. Why do you think, say, we are having economic forum for all of us to come and reason? Almost because these people are nation wreckers. Almost say chrono, almost kotinanchen, almost to try yampia, and this baba chichi chrono siaba. No, we will wait for 42 years. Me say, we are going to wait for another 42 years to give you people a new party the opportunity. And no, that is when we are about to think, say, young consider Moanasa Dabi. 42 years, then you're guaranteed. You need to prove yourselves. That 42 years, so you people need to prove yourselves. Say, you are capable. You are not tribalistic. But until you're able to do that, nobody, the NPP should never be given the opportunity to lead this nation. Never. We will be fools to allow the NDC, the NPP, that is so tribalistic. Into me catch Ghana, young people are di musika through a betting. You say betting tax no budget na eba no. John Mahama finance minister say ye betwam. E-levy budget na eba no. John Mahama ene na ban say ye betwam. Me de me hia say mesuma brewa baby okowu na mfa me ho. When the betting tax and the e-levy is cancelled, the way children back case into the minimum say mesuma brewa baby okowu ato no e ya brewa na problem. And this John Mahama catch them say we are going to cancel betting tax and e-levy. Are they going to do it? Do it. And don't want them here. Because you see, politics is about trust. It's about the word over trusting. If I can trust the word of the NDC, as someone catch them, so why shouldn't I give them a lot of support and keep them in power? That's all. That's politics. Politics is about trust. And it's Mahmoud Bawumia, Odi Atra could point him, none in Yanum Kribo for say, no, or Yamuna Fiki. Utum Banzani, if we say he does not live to a year in Sema Oka. And the John Mahama promised me, or promising Ghana for say he will do this. No, in your power, no, why should I sit here and say I want a pig to come lead me? No. And see, politics is all about trust, and this is what I mean by trust. Budget Nebana John Mahama you betting tax ni e-levy. The first 120 days, Nyoma Waka, John Mahama is doing them. And if the first 120 days, John Mahama, yes, why should I be worried? And I know I can trust him, and I know that you know something. The NPP as a political party, they never told the people the truth. Now, professors, okay, UST. Sorry, it's not sticker. Professor Matthew Boatini, Babkurano Kasasa Mokoshi de Dumuno. Almost an apodi dabi. Me see, when you know, such a mess about small and no prepare grounds. Obo you na po free equation nim. Almost na po the candidate and then and so you bodam near toilet guno hundi wechi. when to me and for Bibia and become party no. Meaning nipa na oyi na po na Jimmy Chan na po. They are trying to dismantle Obia. They are paving way for Asantiniba to lead the party. Because people say na po Jimmy. Now, how are they going to be able to make sure that they clear Napo from the equation? Now, Professor Swen, when Napo was being chosen, where were they? They all sat back. Now, suddenly, they have gathered their voices. They have done serious research. They now know, say, the NPP lost because Nipana Oyi Rani mate ne Jimmy and a Rani mate ne Jimmy. They say, 2028, NPP will drop from 88 to 24. I'm telling you. They have no vision. It is all about themselves. It's all about their tribe. They be a Ghana for. We should be very vigilant when it comes to NPP because they did not form this party because of Ghana. They formed this party because of their tribe. Let's be serious in this nation. Let's never give these people the room. And then the MPP and the Etumitina radio so discuss Ghana sikasem. Why should anybody in this country be telling us to say Yama and the MPP for discuss Ghana sikasem? Amin Adams, Estika, Bawumia. Why should we do that? Why should we even allow that? Why should we even allow that? That is insane. Why should anybody even sit on TV to compare the NDC to the MPP? Jimmy. Onim the okeka. A tribe they are not ready. There's nothing like neutrality in politics. I've taken a stand to protect and defend good governance. I will defend the NDC. Yes. So go. Because my catch I worked hard with the facts to bring NDC to power. With other people with good heart like myself. What I have seen now is good governance and I'll protect it. Let nobody lie to you. Hey, media NDC for Mitaomo, MP, Sanko for Jantra for coming at Diomo. They know where they are coming from. There's nothing like neutrality in politics. You need to take a stand or you walk. And even you decided not to take a stand, you have taken a decision. Say, media, no. Take a decision, protect that decision, and make people know you have credibility to protect that decision. That is why I keep telling you on my platform, I will not come here and defend the NDC without fact. I will let you understand the reason why I am defending the NDC. Because I was saying the fact in show, now my mouth here say, I could me defend the NDC, hey, no. And you town way, and I wear the Jimmy, and I wear the Nimuno, and I wear the comfort, and I that be sign your money chum, nay Ash FM, yes, I your money chum. Some political show now, you could take Adoma in Cross Assembly chum. This is real journalism. This is making the people know the truth. This is making sure you are adding the facts to what you say. People should know where you are coming from. I am not neutral. No, I will never be neutral. If I decide not to defend the NDC again, I will let you know. But as I sit here, I have seen good governance because in 9 way Ghana, so I saw it. I had first-class information, letting Ghanaians know what this government is made out of. I will not sit here and give them room. I will not go do that. And that does not mean, say, the government in power, I will not criticize it. I will. But I will not give NPP any room. That is my job. I am not neutral. I am here to protect a government that is ready to serve. And I've seen that the leader of the NDC, the government of the day, the president is willing, respect the people, to serve the people. So why should I change my mind? Nothing is going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. I am going to be consistent and I'm going to keep doing it. If you think you can fact check me, fact check me. And nobody can fact check me because I use the principles of journalism to work. I stick to the principles. I use facts to back my statements. Kwasia ni atene kwasia. Ya nipa ya di atem ebae. Ya mfa atenie enya emuanti ne ya atenie o. Ye nipa. Nipa omo ejimi ti ne ya atenie. Enti so won si edi nipa atema na sa nipa no omo react omo nye omo so mba nipa. So atenie is part. Nkurama. Insult is part. So opese wo dane body. Opese wo toto body na opese ya so wo dane no. Wo dane na bi be so nsa. I was see a demon tab na mo hotete mo. If you say Bible no kraka, sa akora ejimi no antwe ne so aba odane aboa. So insult ne there it will come with the lele because eno ne onga no. enuna egum ema eni ede inti lady there you will get it we kwasia we Jimmy I am not going to mince words because I'm a dad me a dada me nya kwara wo majority of kwasia from TV so me nyiri cha omo yes ya wo me ne anwo wo mo anytime I can say obi a ondi over 42 years me no wonya ntokwa me mbodi me no nni because you are a kid. You are not 42 years old. You are a kid. I only banter people who are over 42 years. 38, 37. You don't know anything in life. At that point, and I see you as a junior high kid school, the junior high school kid. We are kwara. Because I deal with people who are matured. I deal with adults. People over 60, 70 years. I sit with people who are intelligent. I will not waste my time on a 37-year-old, 38-year-old kid. No. I am not a kid. Me a dad. My wife calls me honey. Yeah. Me nya kwara sao. I'm not going to allow a kid to come and be fooling because I don't have time for kids. I deal with adults. And you know say my boss say Mensa Bonsidin, my boss Tikadin, me bonko fodin. So my bodin awe akwara. You are a kid and I don't mingle with lele's. Oh ya akwara. You can play with a dog, not Kevin Taylor. I am too high for me to come that low to be dealing with 30-year-old kids. No. Undi 42 years, don't ever try say obenyam attention. You are not going to get it. It's exactly 5:54 p.m. US East Coast time. 5 minutes to 11 in Ghana. 5 minutes to 6 p.m. in the United States of America. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm going to be here. Minko baby me my juma way ache. I'm not here because of who is watching me and who is not watching me. I am here because it is my duty to be here. And the junior will say, Kevin Beko, I am not going anywhere. People will come, people will drop. I am resolute, my team is solid. We know what we are doing. Yes, start here namunim say NDC 1.8 million votes. You didn't know. But on says more reality no. So we are not perturbed. Nothing flicks. People will go and people will come. We are not going anywhere. We will stay here and we will serve the truth. Me din the Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Me, I am not a pushover. Me, you people can form all the forces. I will still stand. Now more power crampon. I stood and I conquered all of you. More power now. Mukunipa. More young kwasi adini nyinano. More last kid Ategya Agyapong or by America. I spent $250,000. I defeated him. What is that? Akwarana. Mumusano. Obetuma jina stage abomi din. Ka obeto panato ewiem. I am not a kid. I know what I am doing. I understand this game. And nothing in this game surprises me. Don't underestimate my platform way. Don't ever. It is solid. Metiasa no men whom is simple sao. 90% of you, when you see me, you can't look in my eyes. I'm telling you. 90% of you people watching me. When you see me in person, you think it's a joke? It is not. And we are not stopping. You people can form all the alliance in Ghana against me, Ekobedu. I will defeat you. Allah, onimakumem. Now, as far as Nyankopon onimakumem, no, I don't care about man. Nobody. John Dramani Mahama will rule and he will deliver. The NDC will lead. As far as I live and God gives me that breath to sit here, nobody. Me I'm a mixed blood. Oh yeah, then I'm in show, I'm in Kasa. I have a plan. And that plan will manifest. For the past 2-3 days, I've been speaking on a gentleman, your friend William. Now, before I talk about William, remember, this is your president. John Dramani Mahama is the president of the Republic of Ghana. Remember Renfi. And so when you say no, when you beer, you understand the say, aponchina nipa difference no, apotrona nipa difference no, and agamaliza nipa difference no. This is the president of the Republic of Ghana, nipa, such a handsome man, and you should be proud to have this man as your president. Very stylish, he respects people. It's so refreshing to actually see a human being lead you. Yes, it's very refreshing. So it's always important for you to always remember that you have a leader, and the name is John Dramani Mahama. Remember, he will be president for 4 years. Now, I think say Nyankopon de yina maye. Let's all support him. Yambompaye M1. He has a good heart, a very good man who is willing to serve the people of Ghana. And I always remind you, say, your president, our president, Ghana's president. So ya kanio, oya dagomba nio, so ya dagatini wala nio ya fantinio, oya wine wa Ghana, oya henebeng, this is your president. Okasa da obeda. Weja obodam. Trase. This is the president. Yina sebio I was say humanity as say 2 minutes ekutano ono ena edi enim. Oya hima o, oya hinio, oya wine o, 2 minutes na say. Yes, without this man, you are nobody in Ghana. Into ohini bi ambra no ase. Ohima bi ambra no ase. Sofu bi ambra no ase. Obia ambra no ase eduro bi anka dem. Ono ena sebio odi Ghana so. Obia ni odi Ghana so, amanfo di kuro so, edi nton so, edi ebusua so. John Mahama di Ghana so, oman Ghana. Internet da hono, uja kwa. This is the president of the republic. Intimesa baso me kayo because on said that who trauma nim ekufu de jimi ni dies ama nyina said be yem hwehwe an e refi ho nti an makayo an mabopiti. This is your president. Mama refi aponchire ni ndibusu biem e nipa. Omu didi cabinet we ne kwasea. Everybody uka so to show wo. Kevin tell kwasea bema ne ho fun bi hwe bema bi o hwe ne nan. We pa na odidi nkofo atem. Mame nanka onyame nanka mebutu so anka me sei ka me kwa ga signboard abokrom. Mo amudi matem nyina anka mebutum so anka mo signboard abokrom hwa me ni o me Kevin ni ne da aboa. Mo amudi matem. Emba amudi matem na Kevin me sei mu yema anka mebutum so anka mo kwa signboard billboard etuaka. Hey Kevin o I on na ebutum so na emmoa. Mo me enko enim. Now me a story about this young man. Maka say he's a criminal. Now, maybe show the reason why people in Ghana are supposed to be careful about this young man. My man has 2 things to do. Until he does that, I am not done with him. I am not that person. Make nobody sit anywhere and think, say, me throw some nonsense statement out. Kevin Taylor is going to be jittery. He's going to back off. What but damn, I am protecting the president of the Republic of Ghana. I will do everything to protect the president of the Republic. Now, this boy is a criminal. We will say 2 things. The catch say on certification in or a legitimate doctor. And 2, Umbra public on social media, on TV, on radio, and disassociate himself from the president and say, Oni John Mahama ain't share baby and meeting about any contract. These are the 2 things. Why is it so difficult? Now, my mention DB. You see this? This is the picture he's using to defraud Ghana and to defame John Mahama and the NDC government. So this boy, Williams and nephew Sapon, Kromfo is a thief. He's a fraudster. He cannot, at the end of the day, sit anywhere else and tell Ghanaians legitimately be going to seek free. He's a criminal. Now, Wakofa lawyers be. This is the law firm Wakofa. Law firm and these are the lawyers. Letter the man say, go and put it in public for bloggers to put out to intimidate me Boadu. This foolish 33-year-old, a 34-year-old criminal. This is the lawyer or letter say on all the bre a man sign on a criminal way lawyer. His name is Ali Gomda Abdul Samad Esquire. So a pepeni or you know no or yeah asori in crimony or holy man and an ultra letter no kurenim. And you, this lawyer, there are 3 lawyers in that law firm. This man, Bernard Na Agote Esquire, also a lawyer was our law firm, no. And this woman, your friend Rita Kunkuti Ali Esquire, also a associate, also ye was our law firm, no. Now, I want to ask these 3 lawyers, simple at the law firm. It's a law firm where a credible law firm and your law firm at the end of the day they defend fraudsters. Because you see something? Maybe we start law firm with a question, and I'll ask this man a simple question as the lawyer who actually wrote that letter. I want to ask him, is he a real lawyer? Does he have a certificate to prove to Ghanaians say, onye illegal lawyer, sebio onye criminal lawyer? How is he going to prove to me, say, or no, lawyer Gumda Abdul is not a criminal lawyer and that he's not practicing illegally? Can he prove to me? I know you can prove to me with your certificates. So let the world know your certificate, your license number, so that the world will know, say, you are a real lawyer and the two other lawyers are all lawyers. I'm asking you a simple question. I want you to prove to Ghanaians, are you a real lawyer? If you're a real lawyer, then you are supposed to publish or let the people know that you are licensed to practice in Ghana. So yes, Sana, say you are not a criminal lawyer and that you are legitimate. So we are asking you a simple question. Can you provide your license? Who provide that? And Obiabe will say, yes, you are a legitimate lawyer and that you are not a criminal. And at this point, you are not a criminal until you prove to us, say, you are not a criminal. Inti Ali Gomda, the fraudster lawyer, you are the one who is defending fraudsters. Okay. This man came to you and told you a story because you call him your client. Now, Shadia, you see this boy, your friend Williams Sapon Kweku Anefi, DrWask. Moana mo bodam. Oko the Facebook page and oko all his handles are. What he has written there is that he's a global speaker and wealth coach, momentum catalyst, multi-award winning businessman and investor. There's nothing in his profile that shows that he has any medical or professional medical background, or as a pharmacist or as a medical doctor or anything. This is the guy who is your client. He is even not able to show or tell the world that he's a legitimate medical doctor and that he has been licensed. This is his official Facebook page. He was not even bold enough to tell the world that, oh, I am a real doctor, and that even my profile states it, a doctor, but he's a global speaker. He is a wealth coach. Hey, he is a multi-award winning businessman. Okay. So this guy, from his own public profile, there's nothing about him that shows that he's a doctor, because his own profile does not state anything that he's a doctor that we can research. Right? Okay. Now, Shadia, when you go on Instagram, this is also his Instagram profile. Me pesa me chira mwade. What te Ghana na nkwasi asem yesore yakohu lawyer. Mu nkwasi afo na the lawyer ko hunu na omo. This guy, Williams Kweku Sapon Anefi, also oye CEO, WaSk Group of Companies, award-winning entrepreneur, global speaker, wealth coach, philanthropist, on God. This is my only page. This guy never stated in any of his profiles on his official pages that he's even a doctor. Now, this guy has built a clinic. He has rented a building and he says he's running a clinic. He's shy to let the world know he's a doctor. Okay. Now, my mental idea from Endra, these few days I'm here in the story, no. This is what they have done. I'm going to read the whole statement from the law firm. We have able questions. No me be money about what is really happening. Now me pesa meka, but this is the time. Ne letter na nkasa mu no, and I make the criminal aspect of the oye. And why I done law firm? They know that this guy, their client, is a fraudster. They are using the law firm to defend the fraudster. Yeah. Now, because he thinks say Ghana for Jimmy, no. Quickly this morning, he paid all bloggers, hungry, dirty riffraffs in Ghana calling themselves bloggers, to send a message out. Oh, DrWask has issued a statement from a law firm because he wants to kill that story. Ghana for Jimmy, into such dirty small boys. Star FM this morning posted, disregard false claims against Dr. Williams Anefi, lawyers into their common staff for publish it. Bolare and go for almost publish it. Dr. Anefi, I was expecting Star FM to ask Dr. Wask, he said, where is your certification? But they didn't ask him. That's fine. Now, you go to Ghana Web. Disregard false claims against Dr. Williams Anefi, lawyers. The question is, have you guys asked him, say, the certification man here lawyer away? Now, people like these posted stuff. Edward Gadambe Kwabenajimi Biso posted. And who did he take it from? Ameya Debra. Sorry, this is the Ameya Debra one. Ameya Debra, legal action in motion. A hungry, long-neck fool. Ameya Debra kwasiampenyi. Ohun se spaghetti ato toiletim. These are the things they feed on. Wo Ameya Debra se we nie bie. So wo yire bo hot so ha. Anka onu minyansa na kwa kosu ngo say, are you a real doctor? Why don't you give me your certificate to publish? Such a filthy, long-neck idiot who fin now to Ghana or see yellow kwasiasam mami 10 Ghana na menchro ma mami 20 Ghana na menchro ma. You people don't have real jobs. You people have no real jobs. Getting money monthly to pay your bills. Mbane guabroche de ye dwuma hwe mo into quick legal action in motion. I mean, Debra kwasiampenyi, you were supposed to ask the boy, are you a real doctor? O concept the concept you're hanging your mouse or togo fofo or you force line. Abuofunu. Social media now are full and are people like you with yellow teeth like you. For about 15 years, you may be, oh, we are blogging. Oh, Rebecca Kufuor say intro will fall behind. Now, there's another person. This idiot too is called Conrad Kakraba Fantinia Bua Onoswaba Ghana Web. Disregard wabe posty. So he woke up this morning giving this boy money 20 Ghana 30, and he's feeding them like chicken. Come to me, other brother saying, Sika or GG ain't mean to me boxer shorts. Such a riffraff. Oh papa ni we are. Oh papa ni Conrad. Oh papa ni Ameya Debra. Your life is like basically living in a shithole. Such a dirty small boy, a criminal. No, I remember 20 Ghana. What's my mention of? Now, there's another person. Where's your friend Edward Gadaberg, Kwabena Ameka. Oh, I go show me a friend Kwam Boating, Kwasi out on Facebook, Chotron Kwasiasem. So these are the pigs they fed in the system to try and wash Dr. Wask, the criminal. Now, let's go into the wagon. Now, I'm sure I did on the letter. Also, what your letter or one name? Share. Mrs. Sir William, we met it. Me, only idea where you are heading. Now, we have letter every Gomdag and Associates. It's our law firm now. The lawyers me say they should come and prove to us. So we are lawyers because they have to put their certification out. Send a bill or matum. Say that law firm is legitimate. We just want to see their certification. That's all. Because they failed to ask this boy his certification. Now, muntie letter now on the boys, the lawyers atro. Lawyers papa atro. Say lawyers no me papa no me papa. What it is it box and I'm sure she can tell me so. And I'm defend the criminals in Ghana. All because you want to take the boys' money. Now, this is the letter for immediate release. Monday, 3rd March 2025. Disregard false claims made by Kevin Taylor against Dr. William Sapon Anefi. We act and write as lawyers for and on behalf of Dr. Williams Sapon Anefi, our client. Our client informs us that on Wednesday, 26 February 2025, one Kevin Taylor made some false claims against him on a Facebook live program on a Facebook page known as Loud Silence Media, entitled, and I quote, "The presidency must disassociate themselves from William Anefi Sapon," end of quote. He goes on to say this. Our client also informs us that the said Kevin Taylor repeated the attacks on him on Thursday, 27th February 2025, and Friday, 28 February 2025, on the same Facebook Live program on the same Loud Silence Media page. We note regrettably that in the said program, Kevin Taylor sought to mislead the general public, to impugn and bring to disrepute the hard-earned reputation of our client by making false and baseless claims against him. On the same program, Kevin Taylor also exposed our client and his family to threats by inciting harm and hate against them. He posted pictures of his parents and mentioned all the names of his siblings on the program, creating a very bad image of them. He also called on the relevant authorities to shut down our client's hospital. Let me deal with this. William Agyapong, the pictures I put on TV, I was telling your parents who know, say, oh, you are a fraudster, to talk to you. Unless you want to tell me, say, this woman, unless you want to tell me, say, this woman is not your mother. Unless you tell me, say, but if it is your mother, I have the right to put your mother's picture, to tell her to do what? To advise you, because the crime you are committing, your mother knows about it. And it's na udi bonina na mama afa phone friend of catch and say udi bonina o mama na tam phone friend of wo Williams. Unless you want to tell me, say, this is not your mother, this is your mother. Uko wiesika betoka o mama na tim. So I was telling her to advise you, or else you end up in jail like her. Unless you want to tell Ghana, say, this is not your mother and she doesn't know your wealth. Now, this is your father or your former sorry pastor. I was telling him to advise you on what them to say ye chichiri koleba oho. Jantra for them, inclusive for them. Wanane na bibia ye yellow. Me catch up papa say, or ya sorry penyini, no ya sofu. Onim ejuma wo yesa o ya kromfo. He should advise you. Unless you want to tell the world you don't know your father, they are not your parents, and that I'm maligning them, I'm not going to stop. In fact, these are your siblings. The last time I spoke about your siblings, I did not show their picture. Unless you want to tell us your siblings are not your siblings. These are your siblings. These are your siblings. They know you are a fraudster. They are enjoying the fraud you are doing. Unless you want to tell me, say, hey, obeka just mama for obusia for asem you nupe na me catch say ye bi wi a me be kire oba wo ne da obodam makọ law firm hwe na get call law firm ke de win case a anka no mo win case o wiase. Unless you want to deny on this platform, say, and this picture is not on social media. This picture is on social media. Meaning, everybody has the right to these pictures. And our lawyers don't know yet. The moment you release document on social media and it's public, you call yourself an entrepreneur, a businessman, a world speaker. I don't know who delete BB about your family off social media. We will show the world who your family is. And these are your family. These are your family. I'm coming to show the world who they are. We will have two questions. Just answer them. For our certification, the chest of Dr. Bra. And secondly, Bra Nebeka said, untina meeting I say, John Mahama nyawa downfall. Unfani dinye meeting biya for fraud. Nyoma mi elupe kwasia. Akofa lawyer. Whatever you want to do. Me start to catch say, if you want to sue. Ma'am to tell, I didn't hide. I know what I have. Anytime I catch say, dare me. Mama, two questions. Answer them and be free. All of course, I call law firm. Now, my mentor or letter no so. Oh, bodam. My mentor na mentor so na menchira wade. Sa boy we pa o bodam wo hu. O letter no e kira sa na me boss so akire wo no. Me kan ni nyina akire Ghana for how corrupt o ye wi boy we pa. The rest of the letter, this is what it says. The same first page. Our client strongly believes that these personal attacks on him and his family by Kevin Taylor could only have been motivated by a motive to get our client and his partners, listen, Or see, our client strongly believes that these personal attacks on him and his family by Kevin Taylor could only have been motivated by a motive to get our clients and his partners to back out of a business transaction. I didn't know you were having a business transaction. Oh, so you are telling us there's a business transaction going on. What Jimmy? What committee? A business transaction, oh, I didn't know. All along, I didn't know there was some business transaction going on. You have told me that there's a business transaction going on. Oh, really? A business transaction, they floated to the authorities which appear to have other persons' business interests, threatened, and who have now hired Kevin Taylor to defame our client by making baseless claims against our him. Floated to the authorities which appear to have other persons' business interests, threatened, and who have now hired Kevin Taylor to defame our client by making baseless claims against our him. When a law firm, no, but mamingina substantive issue, so a law firm writing our him. I na munim dia mugin say normal fraud case na muko di brodi bi to na mo office Kennedy into and the law firm throw our him. A law firm throw our him. Such a disgraceful law firm. You sit there and you write our him. But let me deal with the substantive issue. I didn't know that you were in some business transaction with authorities, because we can't let now or say floated to the authorities. Which authorities now know more business transaction? Authorities bang and now only more business transaction, because since I came to sit on my show, I told people, say, you have gone to have a conversation somewhere. What did your Mahama din abim? And I come out and disassociate yourself. I didn't know that there was a business transaction going on. You think, say, your opponents are using me against you. Oh, we didn't know. So there's some transaction going on, right? And that the authorities, we want you to explain the authorities. Which kind of authorities are you talking about? Now, the paragraph na made read afa hona ehona ink no wo no asia ogin say emuafu mewa. Or say, we wish to state that our client is not a politician, great, but a medical professional who completed his training and has been licensed by the relevant authorities to practice. Or see, your client is not a politician. Meanwhile, but a medical professional who completed his training and has been licensed by the relevant authorities to practice. Which relevant authority? The Ghana Dental and Medical Board? Because if you're in Ghana and you went through the right means to become a lawyer, you will not be shy to state the authority that granted you the license to practice. If he's a real doctor, why is he not able to tell us? Why is he telling us relevant authorities? Which relevant authorities? Which relevant authorities and a granting a license to practice? You this law firm, eh? Because the guy is not a lawyer, a doctor, because the guy is a criminal, because the guy is an imposter, he's not able to emphatically say, I was given a license by the Ghana Medical Board or Ghana Dental and Medical. He could not. He's saying relevant authorities. There are any relevant authorities? Would you say, I asked him two simple questions. Show us your license and your license number. And two, come out and say you have not sat in any conversation or deal and use John Mahama's name. And I want to know, authorities by the Ghana granting a license, you, this lawyers, now most our law firm, I'm going to turn my keys on you. What you say, Jimmy? What about letter to now a dirty riffraff like I'm a adabra kwasi am paying you winning and kwasi afon concern and a Jimmy for publish your Ghana web. Do you know what we are doing? We are saving a nation. We are protecting a precedent. We are making sure the right thing is done. Kwasia, what in kwasi afo akotena baby at the president din kobunko for. So I want to know from the law firm, when your client came to you, what did he tell you? Because if you're a lawyer you own a law firm, and I come and say somebody is defaming me, the first question will be, what is he saying about you? Mubusan said, Diana or sim make a defaming no. So if the person comes to you and say, the person is saying that I'm not a doctor, you as a lawyer, if you are intelligent enough, the first thing you need to ask is, are you licensed? Give me your certification. And let me add it to my statement for the world to know that you are a legitimate lawyer. Because the lawyers there, they are the ones protecting fraudsters. You know? They shoulder this fraudster to say he has been licensed or he has been given a medical what by relevant authorities. How many relevant authorities do we have in Ghana that gives medical license? Because your question is supposed to be simple to a client. So people don't so be good say or say me doctor. Me as a lawyer, I'll just be like, are you a doctor? Then show me how you are a doctor. Show me, give me evidence to prove your case. You did not ask the guy to give you any license, any certification. You are writing to tell the world that you are going to protect a criminal. This law firm, me be see what temo. Me be see law firm no at temo. Me be gumu law firm no. Oh law firm me be guno. Law firm amucho our him. And I'm a person client ba hobe ejuma mamo. Because of 10,000 Ghana, 20,000 Ghana. All the law school amuko no, mo dey to gatem. You could not ask this guy if he's a real doctor because I was expecting you. So you're a legitimate lawyer. You will be like my client, who is a registered lawyer, licensed with this number, with this year by the Ghana Medical and Dental Board. Everybody can verify. As a lawyer telling me that relevant authorities. Are you a real lawyer or in Kokobi dear lawyer binamoye? What is the Ghana na muhuna uncle for? Most of the machine to ma Eddie can tell butumiti. Namunam Ghana muhuna uncle for. Yeah? Muhus anyamo ya munchabo me nya bayireke to awu. Now mamin ko beni na min djom na min show how corrupt this boy is. Yeah? Sabwe we adia me yo Ghana no. One Randall. Sa sex trafficker no. Mo be numu ho. Now they go on to say this. We also wish to state that our client is not fraudulent and has never been involved in any fraudulent deals with the presidency of the republic or anyone else, nor is he seeking to defraud anyone, including the presidency. This is not what I want. I want your client to come on social media and do a video and say, I, DrWask, I have not met John Mahama, I have not sat with him, I have not used his name in any deal, any business. That is all that I need from him. This is vague. This is still vague. He needs to make it emphatic. Why is it so difficult for him to do that? Why is it so difficult for this criminal to do that? Now we are a lawyer. Now we trust our empty vague letter. We are you sure so be a client to be him. Are you people sure you get a client again? Because I am now going to assess you people. The case is about handle. Huh? So this is vague. He needs to just do this simple thing. And our lawyers now, you people are all involved in the crime because it's so simple. Hey, my friend, just go on social media and let the world know that you're a legitimate lawyer. Show your certificate, and also let the world know that you have not involved John Mahama in any corrupt deal. That's all. Why do you write all this grammar? All because you want to protect a fraudster. Now, what better our him law firm, our him law firm. And I'm going to okay, kind the next one. Our him. Now he says this. We also wish to state that our client does not live in Dubai, as Kevin wants right-thinking members of the public to believe. Indeed, our client has not even traveled to Dubai the whole of this year, and so the claim by him that our client is currently in Dubai is completely false. Your client, 2024. We are just in March. Your client was in Dubai the whole of last year. You think you can play with words, right? Your client is doing this fraud. After they visited Dubai, he's back on the internet, on computer, lying to this Arabians. You think it is a joke, eh? It's been just 3 months, 2024, 25. Your client before election 2024 was in Dubai. He has not been to Dubai the whole year. It's just 3 months this year. Now, let me read the rest. We therefore and treat the general public to totally disregard all the baseless claims that have been made against our client by Kevin Taylor, who is hell-bent on ruining our client's hard-earned respected reputation to serve the interest of his paymasters, who may see our client as threat to their business interest. Now, you, this lawyer, I'm going to sue you to prove to the world that I have paymasters. You are one of the most weak-minded lawyers I've ever seen. Do you have proof that I have some paymasters? Lawyer, do you have proof that I, Kevin, sitting here, I am working for somebody? Are you addressing me, or you are addressing something you don't know? Do you have evidence to prove that I'm working for some paymaster? I will sue you, this law firm. I'm coming to Ghana, I'll sue you. You need to prove to the world that I am working for somebody who is my paymaster to be doing this. I will sue you. And I'll make sure the world gets to know this law firm is the most weakest law firm in Ghana. They are just there. Because you see, as a law firm, you don't speculate, you don't insinuate, you don't make things up. You have to be factual. Because every single thing you say should be backed with evidence. So you cannot just sit in your law firm and say that my paymasters, you need to prove it. Our him, you people think we are joking here, right? But you say, Gimpa Medical School na yeko. Dabio. Yani adwiri do. Yanya nkwasiafo yeko to ya ho. Ah ye nime fu senke tia. We are real human beings who are intelligent. Now, hey team, I'm sorry. I was okay. Good. Thank you. All right, thank you very much, team. Which one is this? Oh, thank you very much. You get it? Ain't you, the lawyer yourself, you have committed a crime. You, I will face you. You will prove in Ghana court that I have paymasters and that they are making me do this. You need to have evidence to it. I'll shut your law firm down. You, yeah. Now the last paragraph is so funny. When I'm Ghana, I'll say, we wish to state that we have our client express instructions to institute legal proceedings against Kevin Taylor, his media house, and any other person who facilitated the publication, including matter for defamation. Or say, our client Cronforno, I'm a client say, initiate a legal case against me. Obia so publishes a story about Williams. He's trying to gag the system. You want to gag me? Do you know what it takes to gag me? A coup for the NPP, they could not gag me. Namo. Williams, a dirty boy like that, gag me, Kevin Taylor. You want to gag social media? You are going to sue Meta. Go. You have a long way to go. You want to gag me, Eko? Lawyers were the most weak-minded lawyers. You, I will see you. I'm telling you, lawyer. Let me put your picture up and let the world know. You are a weak-minded lawyer, and I will see you. I want you to prove to the world, say, I had some paymasters, and that they are making me do this. You. The damages I'll put on your law firm, guno. Next time, buno. These are law firms in Ghana. Obia wako suade, wabo bre suade akonya law certificate. One small boy, dirty boy way is using you like a child. Today you are writing our hymn. You see, sikeni bre. You know greed. You see where greed has landed you. It has destroyed everything that you have put together. Greed. Say no, small boy with the mamo. Akwa kitikiti we abegina monim. Mo entime busa say, "Oh, a real doctor na so a fake." You could not. Maybe you know. That is why you said relevant authorities. Because if you're a real lawyer, you ask him, "Show me your certification. Let me make a case for you. Let me prove to Ghanaians that you are a real doctor." But because you know that this guy is a fraudster, you want to run around grammar to gag the system. Meh. Ali Gomda Abdul Samad, I am coming for you. You need to answer questions. From today, I'll be scrutinizing your law firm. In fact, there are cases that you have. Basically, it is looking like Wankasano. Most of the cases are cases are fraudsters near the other now defend you. Yeah, because we are looking at some of the cases are with DHD. It is looking like say you are becoming like somebody who defends fraudsters a lot, because this case is one example. Our him, I deal with the one free one way the neighbor bow. Would you name the AC okrum home? Or my small boy Jimmy Weber Dada or the sale law firm. You be guno. Question to a year Bawumia, Samuel Abujinapo, and Amin Adam said, where is that refinery? They use that to take millions from Ghana. Sa gold refinery no more lunch and away. It was fake. Because and a Samuel Abujinapo, when you try to track the story, Onona Ministry website now, when you go there, this is what you see. VIP Bawumia commissions Royal Ghana Gold Refinery, right? Ministry of Land and Natural Resource. But who be a story now? It will tell you story gone. Owie no delete story no. Samuel Abujinapo. This is the same format. It's the same format. Williams Anefi Sapon. Oni ne namu from Rwanda. This is the format omuko use ewo Dubai. Omu se abaya sesano. This doctor or friend or criminal no. He used John Mahama's name. And Odukotina meeting and said John Mahama and Adamfo, because there is a picture of him and John Mahama. This is the picture he used. And told the people, say, John Mahama is his friend, and that they should come and open a gold refinery. So they are cooking the story using John Mahama's name. It would have backfired, and the NDC government, John Mahama, would never see peace. So this is the picture he used. And West Stadium, this is how they work. Into the first gold refinery, no, that is the same format. Abujina Pomodi Sika. Mumusan say that gold refinery, no, have they built it? Where is the gold refinery? How much money did Ghana put into it? Munko bisa Samuel Abujinapo. Go and ask Samuel Abujinapo. Say, into this boy, Williams Anefi Sapon, there's a lot on this boy and his group. They are criminals. Today I can tell you on authority, said deal no more na to dupe the Ghana government. They were going to tell Ghana for say Abubesi refinery. They have gone there to use John Mahama's name. The reason why this boy cannot come out on social media to say he does not know John Mahama is not his friend, is because he has told the people they are bringing their money because of John Mahama. Show me your certification. Then a doctor there, refinery found. Doctor there, gold refinery, but I'm not done. I will make sure you guys are picked up. You need to go to jail. You see, you can't be just like that. You need reasons, you need factor. I'm going to leave it here today. The message I want to send to this boy and his law firm, I am going to counter sue. They should sue now. Until Williams Anefi Sapon comes on social media, on TV, all the bloggers that he gave the story to go and publish and say, yeah, the law firm release a statement. He should go back to all those bloggers, do a video and tell the world, say, he is a doctor with a certificate, and show the world the certificate. He needs to tell us his certificate, the license, and the license number. Secondly, he needs to come on social media. Every blogger, baby, on this story, to tell the world, say, he does not know John Mahama anywhere. Only John Mahama, and your business be that John Mahama is not his friend, and that there's no business on this planet. I will be done. But until this boy does that, I swear to God. Now, what you say, Mode, our him, ebe me call. Now, me story be wa, but me chose our story no, and I didn't want to go too fast. What are they doing? Where is the Jinapo story I was showing you? Samuel Abu Jinapo, this guy, today he's saying, say, the NDC gold board concept needs clarification. Samuel Abu Jinapo. Or not Samuel Abu Jinapo, Sika Weria at the Lands Ministry. Samuel Abu Jinapo commissioned a refinery. We cannot see the refinery today. Mumbusan said, where is the refinery? He has the guts to come and talk about, say, the gold board, it needs clarification. Ghana na yejimintra and cause Samuel Abu Jinapo that jail. Let me tell you, Samuel, I have a message for you. You see that businessman during the election, you went to give that businessman $10,000 to give to me to stop talking about Damango, your seat that you were beating people to win. That $10,000 is still with the businessman. That businessman is our mutual friend. Go to him tomorrow and say, Sir Kevin Taylor said 10,000 wanji. The $10,000. I would my businessman say on for mamino. Go to the businessman and tell him, Sir Kevin Taylor has said on his show that he didn't take the $10,000 because I cannot be bribed. Okay? Samuel Abu Jinapo during the elections, chaos na koso Damango no. NDC for no almost sorry na they were protesting no. NDC nia oye Samuel Abu Jinapo downfall. Oni ne ko tua sika ema sa NDC for no ejai de na omo ye no. Yes. Samuel Abu Jinapo, you want to bribe me with $10,000? Machiro, me say our mutual friend who is a businessman, the $10,000 you gave him is still with him. So go and take the money and come on social media and tell the world that he didn't give $10,000 to that businessman. And there are some people in the NDC, you think we don't know what you people are doing? Tell me, Samuel Abu Jinapo a boat or Damango, election or lose elections. And your NDC ni and a call Damango or Tua Sikago Damango say NDC for ninja ding. Now Samuel Abu Jinapo fem. Maybe they may come there, may say $10,000 now. Or to come out businessman. Kono watch na friend and say, did you speak to Kevin about the money? Yes, he spoke to me about the money. Or catch them and say, what the $10,000 I be just on for me till date? I don't need it. You think you can bribe me with $10,000? When you go to school a little bit, it does not make you. It should not. Let me say that way. It should not make you stupid. The reason why people listen to us and then they say, "Some people be aname ma maybe baby tiemia," and just say me nyansa chen. Just say na adwini mu no. Kevin, I consider me. Edi ebu ama me. Akɔhwehwɛ nsɛm a sɛbio me a mete ayɛ odun me nsanka ɛna ɔde ani di ama me na ɔbɛkyirikyiri ma kyerɛ me enti saa nipa ni ebuo ɛna ama me enti ɔsɛ me di ebuo ɛma saa nipa na ɔhwɛ me no enti sɛ me di atam kora mpo na I make sure say adekudie nti a me maame bi a wɔdi 65 ɛhwɛ me no saa adeɛ no me di ama no which is the truth and nti na till date nobody can sit on any platform to say Kevin Boa and I have one document to do what tell the world to say he lied. Nobody, and nobody can do that. You can just insinuate, oh, waka semi obwa, but you cannot counter it with fact because I understand the game I am in, and the game I am in, no, the code is what? Fact checking. The code is credibility. I understand it. Now, when it comes to governance, about governance, we are always supposed to understand to say decisions they be taken in there no sad decisions nana in the future it will take effect near to Kromha and we all discussed how Ghana is going to move forward. Now this is City News. This is gentleman called Bernard Avle on in the group Omuti City News and pay. Right now we are having the economic dialogue, which is we are trying to have a dialogue nationwide. Obian fan adwene brane en hwesenia NPP si bi o ma say man na kodu no ye betumi atoto ye sikasem president akasa finance minister akasa impenifo atitire omunim economics ni nyomanyema obi a kire na adwene now ye sorry anopa the ehu ya ne say Bernard Avle and the group of boys on City TV say the challenge, and I quote, the challenge we face is that we don't have a long-term vision for anything. And this statement is from Bernard Avle and his group of panelists. Now, whose statement we know? And I'm going to say, are we serious as a people? Because as journalists, We are supposed to be abreast of the issues, and we have to basically ask ourselves questions, research, before we go out there and spill nonsense. Now, the statement was clear. Bernard Avle, I think he was the moderator for the event. Also, Nipa Bebrabeshia, ono krampo de huni say nka this finance minister kasa. Eni say nka omo de omo international no taking notes. The finance minister has to let people know. He needs to let the world know. The people sitting there, the status, Ghana economic year status, he needs to let them know. The government invited Ghanaians to let Ghanaians know what is actually happening. So why should the finance minister, who is the head of Yesikasem, to sit the Bank of Ghana governor, why are they supposed to take the back seat and take notes? They are supposed to let the people know that this is what we came to meet. That is why we need your ideas to find a way to maneuver, to find a way to get out of this mess. So when the finance minister comes and sits down, take a notebook and start writing. Bank of Ghana governor comes, sits down, take a notebook, start writing. They all know the problems they have inherited. Then these people who are also so-called experts, what are they going to base their statements on? What are they going to use to make their point? Because something should be said, a problem should be to be spoken about before we can find a solution to that problem. It is for Bernard Betina TV, so can say, any senka finance minister kasa, any senka Bank of Ghana governor kasa, or senka ministers literally no more church. Now, I invite you, no, dear no more beka. Because there should be something sitting on the table for us to discuss. Now, a hokra hame, the part that worries me, and I say journalism in Ghana is becoming so weak every single day. And yes, we are not supposed to speak every day. Let it go. But some of the radio swa, I know you people want people to think say and that everybody is stupid. Now let me take you back a little bit. Or see, the challenge we face is that we don't have a long-term vision for anything. It is a lie. Bernard Avle is a liar. On this particular topic, he lied. Ghana has a long-term vision. It is people who we give power to derail a long-term vision. The long-term vision has been there. Under John Dramani Mahama, all the way back in 2012, he was able to put together the National Development Planning Commission. And what was it about? It was a 40-year plan. The 40-year plan, what was it going to do? It was to guide this country, how we were going to build economically, socially, how we were going to set our country up. It involved everything. 40 years. Nana do danko ekufu adene NPP for about power. The 40-year plan, almost 20 years. So for you to sit as a journalist, without doing any of your research, you say, as a nation, we don't have a vision. We don't have a long-term plan. We have. That is why during the debate between Akufo-Addo and John Mahama, he took his time to let Ghanaians understand why it is important for us to have a 40-year plan, the National Development Planning Commission, so that we can basically plan this country in a way that the next 40 years, yen to me and fall into the traps we are falling in. There has always been a plan. The National Development Planning Commission, it is sitting there. The plan is there. Nana do danko Akufo-Addo ne Kwasiafo we ba no. Professor Adai Mokachire said we don't need a 40-year plan. This NDPC has been sitting there. National Development Planning Commission or commission has been sitting there. It was a 40-year plan. So why is Bernard sitting on TV? All because we are sitting on radio, we have to speak. You people need to do your research. We were supposed to insist that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his political party stuck to the principles, because this had been put in place. If we had followed this 40-year plan, we wouldn't be here struggling again for the NDC to come and solve our economic problems. And in the first place, this forum that we are having today, the NPP that caused the problem, they have decided not to even join the discussion. So who are you supposed to blame? You are not supposed to blame all politicians. You are supposed to blame the people who caused the problem. Because in 2016, 17, 18, if Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP had implemented this, we wouldn't be here today. We would have known in the next 10, 15 years how the governing of this country would be. Because every political party biya the manifesto, the policies, the ideas. But the national idea should be paramount. It needs to sink. It needs to sit inside the bigger agenda, which is the national agenda. Now, we let Akufo-Addo and the NPP throw this document away, and they said they were going to create a 10-year development plan. Where is that 10-year development plan? So for you as a journalist, sit on radio to say we as a nation, we don't have a long-term vision. We have. You and I, we have been lazy. Especially you, Bernard Avle. You have been lazy to question the people who are supposed to make sure that the laws that the Constitution has put out there for us to force to work. We have neglected those responsibilities. We are supposed to force them. For 80 years, you as a journalist did not sit on radio and TV to insist that we start to build this nation using the National Development Plan framework. You never did that. Why, yes, sir? In today, radio we don't have a vision. John Mahama and the NDC put forth it. JJ Rollins even started 2020. John Mahama mobile a 40-year plan. And we need to understand the moment you make Jai Sadia way, you're honest with ourselves. The politicians will be lying to us every day. And it's they be able to say Jimmy, because people like you will always be blaming politicians. But for some time, the politician had made this available to us. We are supposed to insist the politicians do that job. They just started Vision 2020. John Mahama mobile on the 40-year development plan by Adentina Kufuadmo, Edi really free so. Professor Adai and the likes, those political insects, they came and said 40-year development plan is too long. Professor Adai aka 8 months no, kwasi ampenyi way, aka 7 months no. This man just came in with his stupid tribal bigotry to come and tell us to change a 40-year plan to a 10-year plan. You did 8 years since the Kufuor mobile power, 9th year ni 10-year development plan away. So we are not supposed to be that childish. We are supposed to be journalists who basically research. We should stop taking sides and trying to make people think we are neutral. We are not. We need to let the people know the truth. Into what I saw there is total misinformation and disinformation. Ghana has a long-term vision. We as journalists and we as Ghanaians need to insist that the politicians stick to that vision. It's a 40-year-old vision. Why are we not talking about it? Ojin Sankasa 40-year-old vision. Ekufuor kwasi ampenyi we oba na implement here and you stay within that vision. Do you think we'll be here today? And that is what we do with the mic. That is what we do with the radio. And you're misinforming the young ones. And then it will get into somebody's head. Hey, politicians, they don't care about Ghana for. We don't have a vision. We have a vision. Let me show you. This was the concept. This is what John Mahama and the NDC were saying. Let's have 40 years. This plan should be some of the major plans we have as a nation. Whatever we do, we should not move away from this vision. So the 40-year development plan was there. And the document is still there. The office is still there. So why are we saying as a nation we don't have a vision? We have. In fact, when it comes to transportation, this is what street concept, this is what the plan, this was what, if we have followed these things, and can you be a 1 year, and kasika and komane shino, kasasika yankian shri, because we would have invested a lot of money in infrastructure and our road networks, and if we had followed this 40-year plan, in Kwasiafo way about power, and one of the just a sky train. Yeah, train the free kind. Deche. Bawumia the nam form or the namunsium no. Nekufuor the nam form in Kwasiafo ebedi so 8 years. Today we are sitting here saying we don't have a vision. We have a long-term vision. We have a plan. We should tell the people that Ekufuor and the NPP, they have derailed us for 8 years. Oh, in Kwasiafo, instead of us to hold their leg to the fire, we made these fools 8 years. Santana radio TV so and you were scared. You were using idiomatic expressions. You were using figurative speeches. You could not directly address Ekufuor's government. When Ekufuor was in power for 8 years, you Bernard Avle, now also throw books 10 because you became a lecturer, an English lecturer. You were using figurative speeches. Now you were not being direct. You were using idiomatic expressions because all of you were cowards. You were scared. You could not tell them in their faces that these people are in Kwasiafo, they are not doing the right thing. So nobody should sit on radio or on TV to say, we don't have a long-term plan. We have it. Now let us insist. At least we have an intelligent president who is willing to implement. We all have to support the government to do it. Munjai dia no betina radio so TV so amoye no munnim nyansa nche obi awo. Obi anya akwara wo kuro ni mo. Ye nyina taxes de chichiri kuro no. Enti mo betina radio so na muti na fufufu na munyi muti no. E betina say because you are timid, You people are timid. You are people we have to respect. Timidity and just so you are smart. You people have to speak like men. Be men and speak on the issues. Now, this is something I want us to talk about. This is gone. This is gone. This is gone. My person may be say NPP as a political party. Jimmy. Now plan to be by another plan. My culture says our party will be in opposition for 42 years. Market. And my culture almost say party negu. Now the tribalism in them, no, it is now about to manifest. And they be a culture Ghana for the biggest mistake we will make again as a nation is to give power to these pigs. I know what I'm talking about. The biggest mistake we will make as Ghana for is to hand over power to this stupid tribal party. This party that only thinks about a tribe, but not Ghanaians. Makachira must say, this party, so you Ghana Nibia, now we are foresight, now we are somebody who is more, you are very progressive. The NPP as a political party should never be a party you join, because that party is not progressive. That party is a party filled with tribal bigots who think everything should be about them. Now, Boba, from the beginning of the year, Mekachira said, the NPP as a political party, when they are in opposition, they are daring, they are dangerous because Omi are true for. Because in their head, you know, Ghana Nibia Jimmy, because they think, say, and that what they can do is say they will go change their name, they will go change their color, they will go change their logo and come and tell us so many different people. They are the same group of criminals. The NPP, they are people you are not supposed to trust. They kill themselves, they kill each other, and they laugh about it. Now, Ategya Kyei Mensah was starting ya DB. Or just a Ghana for Jimmy and NPP for no Sabio Ashanti for more NPP no. I must start the agenda B. Yani Jimmy you. The NPP will never get space to rule Ghana again.
As Cocoa Board Head Office expenditure skyrocketed to 3.4 billion Ghana cedis in 2023.
In 2023. Hey! In 2023. 2023. In 2023, now you call your name in 2023. Hey, I can't tell her. Yeah, me are be nyabu to us. How crew we wa. Makate Nyankopon say a comedy channel and opa Nyankopon sorry. Some say Nyankopon fantini. I or sorry no afraid yes na I go say we African. Na yes there marry her. Yes or TikTok so no check it Kevin Taylor videos pa. Hey yes or one friend and mom. Yeah, Nyankopon say or fantini. One friend yes mom. Yes. Yes or friend Nyankopon friend yes. Yes. Os dad remember yes we share TikTok or check Kevin Taylor videos. Anytime I say God no on him say Ghana a comedy channel anopa tenbufu no obehwe kakra yes when you remote ni mam omo say fato Ghana yes me fan to we be that's so if a concert party papa o say iba asem ne pede ka kire me fato Ghana mam na me mu mama ye me ho ehun da me pressure aba yes di ato Ghana keke no mugusu afenyo market we don't care we are in parliament we are minority also changing ko Ghana too. I say fellow Ghanaians. I say man can't show yesterday. That in fact if you concert party papa yeah Jimmy NPP omwe Jimmy capital letters omwe Jimmy inti Nyankopon ne bufua Adam money ade adema ne bufua no da koto Ghana or channel 1 channel 2 channel 3 channel 4 channel 5 Ghana kwa comedy channel to so 5 yes you change ni mam boss we change keke no da so ya Boadu na ya dan as I was a kuku, ya Boadu. Yes, say, Papa, if I was international in ways, I said, where Jim Bassa. We sure that we did it here about a year 3:27 p.m. East Coast time, Ghana, no, 8:27 p.m. Yes, to me the two, Nyankopon, the real one of her Ghana, ye Jimmy, especially NPP for every day. Yet Nyankopon to me change. I said, one man carrots, Kaka, Nyankopon. Omo if you no a compound house or heaven and the gold etwa wall no wall ni na gold nyankopon pass you gold yesu kra mpo no koy dem ho a or flat screen and you gold bibia jollof nyina you gold into area no nyankopon mo area ho no ye from Kevin Estate and into ho no omo hwe eye Heaven DSTV and I hon kwa na internet wo se bonsam fo no bonsam gem like internet na kwase apanyi wo ko bonsam just up internet wo ko bonsam ja ko tena sukura wo pay internet wo ko tena sukura abo ese Heaven sukura sukura mempasa Antobia say ni nyina Heaven and should I Heaven Estate to and na make and yes be am tamo but don't say Heaven Estate no sukura bubu asi ai obabi to say eye south treso ai bantama so ame asanyene so o nyina Heaven Estate ro muni ho it oba Heaven Estate ankasa na bomu say yeah it be bia yesu mutiro ah bia yesu mutiro e ho na Heaven Estate ai iti Kevin Estate e ho na nyankopon te enti yesu nyankopon no aya no bebutu wo no so no ahwa bontene kakra ai onti otim bebutu wo no so na re ho a because the nipa ye na etete nyankopon akoma etete nyankopon akoma enti basa na nyankopon abetena wo no so na ohwea na ne raho ene tire ko isa na aka che yesu yesu mepede nka mehwe eyi kakra mepede mehwe concert party kakra na eno no mu na ya na omokofa de ne ba no ene na na omokofa eye channels ne ba no enti nyankopon do nim se Ghana comedy channel especially channel 3 obo Jimmy Rough Ghana comedy channel 3 e ho na nyankopon de remote channel 3 otum de to ate kiki yes Bombastia ne mame or the two are no tell say my Jim papa nyankopon tumi ka che no nanko demazi o dan ka me de aponchi bi ne bo Bawumia gina se nyankopon anu no ho o se demazi o dan ka me de aponchi bi ne bo nanko be so de aponchi bi ne bo Bawumia na ma tena de mana my waste soil papa black soil papa Bombastia ne mame idi jama won tumi so do ye o se me num ho papa ejanan bebre go heaven ha matit soil me da yamwe atobra in 2020 free you pay 2020 sales you pay free in 2020 sales mo the nyam wa botro Ghana wa. All right, let's take care of business. Atobralization atobra wa atobralize brofo no and 2020 free mo era nyankopon ankasa me hu mo yen ma wan fam ponchi bi na mbo won ba odin ponchi bin bo Bawumia na odin ponchi bin odi kakra nyankopon ankasa odi eya aponchi ko satani bin na odi bo napo tina napo we jimin evantie do odi some 24 kind news da nyankopon shira won te wada to anopa radio do wo fake capcos mantem ha onyankopon twedi ampon kwame we nu no papa Evandivo guy news sex ne wo mu groboti ama news ne yede wa bononson wa pa ho minute de nunum mizinzi Uncle Herbert Brown na radio your friend Engelbert radio our Cape Coast na insema ododo onyide onyankopon enu no ho de obo napo free there ohun de napo wejim ode iba wa friend aponchi kusata ni bin na ode bo napo I gave my bottom already. I'm show. Yeah. On shall go. Obu Jimmy. Go. Hi. Heavy for hi. Check. Mongo. Near Dipanenka. Near Jechim. Okay. Now let's take care of business. NPP. Hi. Mongo. Hi. Mompamo. Amongozo. NPP for hi. Boy fasting so nyankopon emboa na fasting no enko so wonya fasting so bompa ye boa omom ye fasting no na bibia enkoyi emomo ye da wase papa yemfa dwumadi no yemfa nhyehyɛ do event for ye jimi brutal ye pe concert fucking o ye oba na ware infantini na ora ho a ye beifo infantfo aba e ware ye na e be ye chips e be ye carrot kakra e be ye gravy awankasa besan e betena ware asa e be hu da yes aware benya ne nya ato papa o ware infantini na se de bia ora ho a we beifo ayan fantefo ya bodam basa anen ya kan kwa sam kura de ya bodam jim basa intimiyen infantefo I what was infantefo de obajimi o ya kan de parade bu ofu jimi wonu kan bo fro kwan. All right, let's take care of business now. NPP for kai nko